This is the Doctor continuing the Gloomhaven playthrough. I read your comments about other games to play, and by far the overwhelming vote is, of course, for Battle Brothers. Like, that was no surprise. Everybody just loves Battle Brothers. I know what the public wants. But I, at this time, won't quite commit to another Battle Brothers series just yet. And if I do one, it won't be super long. I will cut out more stuff, especially once the company gets strong enough to row over most of the encounters in the game. But I'm certainly not saying no. And the next most popular vote was for Darkest Dungeon. And then I think there was one vote for more Gloomhaven. Well, no matter what, there's going to be some more Gloomhaven coming. And the only reason why I haven't done Darkest Dungeon 2 yet is just I don't like doing games while they're still in early access. Something seems like off about it, but I don't know. That's just a bit of a pet peeve of mine. Nevertheless, maybe I should get over that. Darkest Dungeon 2 is so great. In the meantime, we are in this Gloomhaven campaign getting close to Chag retiring. He's only 2 missions away. I am only halfway to my retirement, and Ivan is over halfway. It should be pretty easy for him. We have a couple missions with undead. He just has to kill 3 more with the axe. Shouldn't be too difficult. But I am going to embark on this mission, Ancient Cistern, which I played before, and it is hard. Let's just put it that way. Cleanse all water pumps. That objective seems deceptively simple, but there is a new enemy type. There's this thing, the Black Imp, and then living corpses. In fact, I could even get Ivan to do some killing with the Skullbane axe. And then we've got these night demons and oozes, nasty things. So oozes in particular could be real nasty, because if they duplicate, you can't like deal with it. You could be in some serious trouble. This mission, think I'm ready for it, but I might have to make a few changes. Mobility is very important. So I dropped like quick cans for backstab. We're not going to worry about looting. I did pick up grab and go on Chag, but not for the loot. Mostly for the movement on the bottom. And Ivan here, I've picked up Gnawing Horde. I've dropped Empathetic Assault. I'm a little worried he has a lot of slow cards, which is not great. But Mind's Weakness doesn't count. So yeah, Silent Scream, Gnawing Horde, Feedback Loot. But I guess that's only 3 slow cards. That's not so bad. Also, Ivan needs a leg item. He needs a pair of boots, the wing shoes. He's actually got decent, okay mobility. Like, he's got like some move 4, that's a burn, but it's a move 4, you know, move 3. There's a move 4 from Gnawing Horde. And the mobility, Fearsome Blade, is a move 4. The mobility from wing shoes is very, very critical. At the right turn, you just need that one jump. And I finally learned how jumping in this game actually works. The last hex you land on, you still have to obey all the terrain rules for it. Okay, let's see. I don't think I'm gonna buy anything else for myself or Chag. It's not real necessary. We've got good items. So I'm gonna go to the Temple of the Great Oak, gonna donate some money, and get myself Devotion level up. Also, those blesses may come in handy for the next mission. So, your continued donations have been a true boon to the Sanctuary and to the city as a whole. This will surely have a noticeable impact on the city, but rest assured we could always use additional aid. So, upping Devotion improves prosperity, and once prosperity gets above a certain level, you just get more items in the shop. That's why I've been donating the money, by the way. Oh, the next level is actually cheaper. It's only 50 gold. Wow. That seems promising. In theory, I suppose I could make some enchantments, but I don't really, like, there's nothing real worth for the, enchanting jump sometimes could be a good deal, but I don't think there was anything that was real worth it, or they will all be too expensive anyway, so like enchanting strengthen on the bottom of shield bash could be real interesting. Enchanting a little more move on leaping cleave could be interesting, but guess I spent my money already. But it's fine. I don't think we really need any enchantments there for the next mission. Let's do the sitting encounter first, though. After resting for the evening, you start out your day noticing a great number of prominent commanding posters around the city. Reading one, you learn that the Sanctuary of the Grey Oak is laying down the foundation for a new building on the east side of Gloomhaven. Everyone is encouraged to come and help. This could be an important community event. I could go help lay the foundation, but I mean, we all know what I do, which is to go steal valuables. What choice do I have as a scoundrel? There's no choice here. You head to the prosperous east side of town, not to help lay down the foundation, but to steal some goods from shopkeepers too silly to lock up their wares during the festivities. You make off with a good deal of money, and the distracted guards are none the wiser. Actually, that gives me enough money to explore some, like, movement buffs. Not smoke bomb, special mixture. I could sinister opportunity, increasing a move on that would be interesting. Duelist advance. I might actually save my money. I think my mobility is fine. Increasing the move on visage, like, could be real good since I'm always keeping this card. It is like just such an amazing card. And getting a little more value out of the bottom isn't a bad thing. Can I plus jump? That's 35. Is there anything I can like plus jump to? A skewer, I can plus move. Not a good deal. Plus move on the top of Juggernaut would actually be pretty sick. I could just do the plus jump on leaping cleave. Why not? Or plus move rather, not plus jump on Chag. Like, he's almost gonna retire. There's no reason to keep money in the bank. All right, I think that's everything. So let us go to the ancient cistern.
The water grows dark, black as a cloudy night sky. You cannot see your hands paddling in front of your face, but you press on. Before too long, you spot a light in the distance. It takes all the effort you have left, but eventually the light grows bigger and you emerge from a pool of fetid water, grateful that you can breathe freely once again. The relief, however, is short-lived. The room is swarming with menacing green masses of ooze and undead. You flop out onto dry land and try to catch your breath, readying your weapons for another battle.
All right, let's see. Zealot or Protector? Have 3 fewer or total cards in your hand and discard, or Protector. I don't know. One of my characters could get exhausted. But it's still probably a little easier than Zealot. In theory, Zealot is controllable. It's pretty easy for the Scoundrel because of the low hand size. But I guess I could do Zealot. That seems easier. Yeah, Fast Healer is not gonna happen on this scenario, so it's gotta be Hunter for Chag. I just gotta remember to like make sure he lands a killing blow on an elite monster. I had that in the last mission as myself, I just like completely forgot about it. Okay, Ivan. Masochist, I mean it could happen, but it's kind of like dicey. You also don't have any way of hurting yourself. Straggler, might not happen. We might not get it. Might just have to quick rest, but it's more possible with Ivan because of the scurry into the night combo. Once you go invis, it just makes a lot of sense to long rest. All right, so I think I have a lot of mobility cards. It's gonna have to do. Healing is a little limited, which makes me nervous, but yeah, let's get to it. Ooh boy. Like, this first room already is making me a little nervous. So many enemies, and I cannot do the smoke bomb and just execute an ooze, but I can do a smoke bomb and execute this zombie, so that's something. All right, let me do this smoke bomb. Should be able to pull you here in the good old execution. And then I'll think about what else to do. Round 1. I thought about this for a long time. It's tricky because of these two oozes. You want to run up and smack them as hard as possible, as fast as possible, because they might duplicate themselves. I think it's actually a 1/4 chance. The card that they draw that copies themselves also like shuffles their deck. I think there's 2 of them in their deck, so it's like a 25% chance to draw it. And duplicating 2 more oozes would be very bad. If you can get them low enough in hit points, the duplicated oozes have fewer hit points, and it's not so bad to deal with. But what I would dearly love to do is pull one with smoke bomb and just execute it, which unfortunately they're out of range. So all I can pull is the zombie and kill it. That's at least something. Then now if I block these 2 hexes, I could also stop at least one ooze from copying. I thought about like setting up my turn to do something like that, but I feel like I would be giving up a lot of value. Like all I could do is scurry, and then I would do perverse edge scurry on Ivan, perverse edge on the bottom to stun something, or I suppose I could scurry up and stun one of these. But then I wouldn't have like the mind's weakness. And next turn, I am definitely going to do frigid apparition to stun something. So I'd be giving up like a decent chunk of damage. I don't know. I don't know which is better. Perverse Edge Scurry is clearly more flexible, since I could move up and choose to stun one of these oozes. But Mind's Weakness is better for damage, and we also need damage. So I'm going to gamble that they're not going to duplicate. And then I'm going to go Provoking Roar, Leaping Cleave on Shag. It's very important he starts here, and he goes slower than me, so I can't go super fast. Leaping Cleave to get the win, and Provoking Roar to disarm something. It's possible I might use the boots to move, and then use the top of Leaping Cleave to attack these 2 oozes. So, got some flexibility. Let's see what happens. Okay, they did not duplicate, which is good. The oozes are attacking 3, range 2. Interesting. Okay, so, or not range 2, range 3. So they can't actually reach us right now. This zombie is too slow to reach us as well. Let's do the good old Perverse Edge. Stun the elite. +1, well done Ivan. Do a little extra damage. And then Mind's Weakness, skip attack. Just get the augment. And end your turn. My move is very simple. Smoke Bomb, Visage, such a good combo. Just like, kill something, no saving throw, I love it. Okay, and now I could run up here, disarm this one. I would take a hit from the other ooze, but at least this one couldn't do anything. This zombie couldn't attack me. I inflict a wound, which is important, and I would take 1 hit from the ooze and get poisoned. I unfortunately took out the healing card in my deck because I felt like I needed the movement. And I think we just need to start doing some damage. I could also hang back and do nothing, but coming here would also set me up for a perfect skewer. So I'm gonna do this. Good thing I put the +1 on Leaping Cleave, huh? And I'm gonna end up taking a hit here, which I think is worth it. So one ooze at least can attack. The other one, oh, it missed. I love it. That's so lucky. I still got poison, but you know, if they miss, it's not a big deal. All right. Got to think about this turn. 2. I think there's a lot of ways of playing this round. But I'm going to opt to focus down these oozes since they're the biggest threat, and we're probably going to eat a pretty big hit from this zombie, this regular zombie, but you know, that's fine. We gotta take a hit here or there. So I'm going to open with Flurry of Blaze to gain the advantage, and then an open wound. Technically, Flanking Strike is slightly more reliable, except I only have the 1 0 card. In order for this to backfire, I would have to literally draw my critical miss and a 0, because I'll have advantage. Anything else gets me 5 damage minimum, which is enough to kill the ooze. So I think I'm okay with that risk. Flanking Strike does a little more damage, and I might need that on the Living Corpse the next turn. Then Ivan's gonna Frigid Apparition, Silent Scream. He's going a little slower, but it doesn't matter. These enemies are all super slow. He's gonna run up. He's gonna Frigid Apparition this thing, and then just like make sure it's stunned. And next turn, probably Skullbane Axe and just kill it. And then since we have the air element infused, Skewer seems pretty good. And Brute Force just to move, defend yourself a little bit. Actually, won't matter if I put myself here. The zombie will always target me. So like Brute Force is kind of wasted. But it's not like the other cards are any... Like, I want to keep the high mobility cards. Trample does the most damage out of... Or, well, that's not true. Unstoppable Charge does the most damage. I could just, like, say I'm not going to use Trample. I don't think it matters that much. I think this is fine. Oh, look at that. We got lucky. The living corpses aren't even doing anything. Okay, so the oozes are copying. That's what I was afraid of. But we will move 3. Gain an advantage. Skip movement. Confirm target. And then the open wound should deal with this thing. There we go. Then this is fine. Oh, did I... Oh, I thought this was... I forgot they had the armor pip. I should have used a flanking strike, but I got lucky. The ooze drew the duplicate card, and it suffers 2 damage first and then duplicates, so it's dead. So my card selection was poor, but I got bailed out. How about that? Bailed out of my own stupidity. This zombie is no longer a threat, so there's no reason not to move up with Silent Scream. And then skip the push. We don't want that. Frigid Apparition, consume the ice, and stun the ooze. Make sure it doesn't copy. Then end your turn, Ivan. And then Shag will move down. And then armor. And consume the air element with Skewer. This battle is going very well. I don't see any reason to use consumables. Very nice. Then the 2 zombies will each take a point of damage. It'll be beautiful. And the ooze will die. Okay, so these are getting a little more interesting. So the hard part is thinking about the next turn. Because this battle is going so well, I kind of want to try to open the door before we even long rest. I could kill everything, loot everything, long rest, and then go through the door. But this is a hard mission. Don't let it fool you. This loot here, not real worth. Because this last big room is super nasty. So I need like all my resources for it. And this room, the second room, I believe there are some oozes in the back. So if those things start copying, we could be in some serious trouble. So I figure we might as well like get through this room as soon as possible and then try to move on to the final room. We're definitely gonna long rest in the next room over, but I haven't used any of my consumables yet. So I will flanking strike special mixture, run up, poison this one, flanking strike it. Shield bash, unstoppable charge, probably unstoppable charge on the top. Probably won't kill this living corpse, but we can at least do some damage. And then Ivan's gonna Fearsome Blade, Gnawing Core, just something on the bottom to do. Fearsome Blade plus the Skullbane Axe should kill the elite. Ooh, target all adjacent enemy. That's pretty nasty. Well, let's come up here. Poison this thing. You never know, we could draw a... Might as well use my Eagle Eye Goggles. We might draw an advantage and kill it. I think that's worth it. Nope, just a +2. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is the Skullbane Axe can kill that living corpse. So I am going to move over with Chag, an unstoppable charge on this elite. Well done, Chag. Then Fearsome Blade with the Skullbane Axe. No reason not to. Just don't miss. Well done. Well done, Ivan. That's also good for your personal quest. And this is not quite the turn to open the door. It's one thing to do this trick, but let's not open the door just yet. We'll open the door next turn. In fact, since I can... Well, I'm going to scurry into the night, but let's set ourselves up for a... I know all this loot's on the ground, but I already know what I'm going to do. Into the night scurry, and then I'm going to go super slow. Backstab, so there's an opportunity to move. Or, yeah, backstab on the bottom, maximum mobility. And then grab and go, and probably a Juggernaut for the movement and the damage. Go super slow. So this is the usual trick to open rooms. So let's do scurry. All right, what do we got here? Yeah, those oozes in the back. Okay, they are not duplicating. That is good. An elite night demon of all crazy things. Oh, this thing has a movement of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it can attack us. If I come here and Viz, it can't attack. I could jump over, attack it for a little damage, and then it'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It would come here and attack me for 6 damage. I don't know if that's worth it. Did they... Okay, they don't infuse night. They consume it. If I were to not use my boost, just come here and go invisible, these night demons can't actually... They won't do anything? Just so worried about the oozes duplicating more than like pretty much anything else. Gotta like get through the night oozes. Are there any traps on the ground I could use? No. That would have been helpful. I could like push some of these demons through traps. This is a nasty room. Like, got the night demons on the front. They're rough. And then you got the oozes in the back that can like copy themselves and cause problems. I feel like eating the 6 damage hit can't be right. 1, 2. Any of this difficult terrain? I think so. Difficult terrain, you just hover over it, it'll tell you. None of this is difficult. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come here. Hit me. For 4 damage. Then Chag would... We're not even using our mobility cards in this case. Because if I don't do anything, both myself and Chag can come up and smack the light demon for a little damage. I think the 3 damage from Scurry doesn't seem like it's worth it. So skip attack, going Viz. Then next turn we can do some shenanigans. Might not be able to long rest, fortunately. Like right away. We might have to short rest everyone, but yeah, pretty much all of our cards. 4 in Juggernaut, move 2. It's not the most damage, but it's something. Oh, through a miss because you're always attacking these things with disadvantage. It's very annoying. Let's come here, I'm thinking. And Sinister Opportunity. We'll use the Poison Dagger. Might want to save the Stun Powder. I might need it on the Ooze or something like that. But the Poison Dagger, there's no reason not to use it. Oh! Another miss is kind of alarming. I want to draw a card. Really want Visage back, but I can't see how I can combo it. I could just draw Flanking Strike, use the bottom of Duelist Advance, top of Flanking Strike, try to do massive damage to this Elite Night Demon. It's not a bad plan. Not a bad plan. Know how else I would kill it. I could even use my wing boots to jump over here. Drop the Ring of Skulls just to prevent a spawn if necessary. But then I would almost certainly eat 2 Night Demon attacks. Seems very problematic. I mean, I'm definitely using the potion. Okay, so that I know. Question is like, what do I want? If I take Visage, I can't actually use it, sadly. That's out. Flanking Strike, my best attack. And combined with the bottom of Duelist Advance, it's not bad. Not bad. Gotta get this elite down somehow. And the oozes may not draw their duplication. I mean, if I drop the Leaping Cleave and the Jump, the oozes duplicate. That's like what I'm worried about. Like, there is a way for me to stop this particular ooze from duplicating. I come here, drop the Ring of Skulls. That should do it. And I might be able to do some sort of push with Whirlwind Trample. Not like impossible. Alright, it's gotta be Flanking Strike, I think. Okay, good. Well, that's easy on everyone. There's only 2 cards I can pick in all cases. So, I might as well go fast. I don't think going slow would help. The Ooze's duplication is a very, very slow card. Ah! Okay. Okay. Hold on. Let's think. It's never. There is never without hope. This Night Demon Elite is going to be a problem. If I come here... I can push. Can we do anything with that? Let me think. This is a super nasty turn. I've been thinking about what to do, and I finally came up with the plan. But no matter what, it's gonna suck, and I'm gonna take a gazillion point of damage. I don't see how I can get around this, because I gotta stop these oozes from duplicating. Like, that is such a critical objective. So I can't stop this ooze from duplicating, but I can at least stop the elite one from copying. My plan is, if we do flanking strike wing with the wing shoes here, I can at least smack. Well, I can actually go duelist advance. Oh, but the problem is these night demons will attack. Right. I don't know how I can take 2 night demon hits. I only have like the 12 hit points. Use the stun powder. I think I have to do that. I had a very cunning plan, but now I don't even know what my plan was anymore. Well, I know what it was. It was to come here. I'm gonna push this night demon over here with Chag by standing here. Then I block this and I block that. And this ooze can't copy. And then I can use the stun powder on this night demon. Which feels a little bit like a waste, because I was going to do Visage and the Inevitable to kill it next. But if I come here, I can duelist advance my way to the back. Smack the ooze a little bit. This night demon is just going to come here, but only one of them at least can attack me. But how do I prevent this ooze from copying? I think I can. Might actually use the bottom of Hostile Takeover of all crazy things. Force one normal or elite enemy within range to perform its turn around as if the ally were enemies and his enemies were allies. This night demon run up and smack that one for 6 damage. Pretty good. But how do I prevent I thought about this round for a very long time, and I finally have the plan. We are gonna burn a considerable amount of consumables, but this is a tough room. Although Boy, if you think this room is tough, just wait until the last room. But we need to put ourselves in a good position for the last room. And certainly, there's no reason to hoard every single resource until that moment. So, I can actually prevent both oozes from splitting. I just have to occupy 1, 2, 3 hexes. How am I going to do that? First, I'm going to use the flanking strike and the jump from the wing shoes to come here. Then I'm going to drop the skeleton from the Ring of Skulls right there on top of that hex to block right next to the elite ooze. Then Duelist Advance, good card. Move up in front of this ooze and just smack it. Oozes cannot duplicate onto coins, gold. That counts as an occupied hex. Then Ivan is going to use feedback loop to jump over, but you know, you might as well do a little damage now. My thought is we should do more damage to these lesser night demons as much as possible, because the biggin, the elite, we're just gonna chain stun. So let's do a hostile takeover. Okay, I can't actually keep missing like this. This is a huge problem. But for now, it's okay. I am gonna short rest. I'm not gonna bother with the battle objective. This is the critical turn. Trample with the boots of striding. Make sure to move through all that. End up here with Shag, right next to the elite ooze, blocking them. And we're gonna use the power potion and the warhammer. Why not? This is probably as good of a situation as it's gonna be. Missed on one, but we at least did some damage to some of the other ones, and critically we stunned them, so they're not like outlaying a crazy number of damage. Burning the top of Whirlwind really is not a good choice right now, so let's just smack this ooze. Hey, you know what? Getting rid of a curse card on Shag is really good right now. No reason to get anything back because we're just gonna short rest everyone next turn. We have no choice. The night demons are at least temporarily dealt with. The oozes just take some damage, which is fantastic. And so we have no choice. We have to short rest everyone. Sister opportunity. I mean, okay, it's got to go. Shag. Don't want to get rid of this, but I can't afford to redraw because I can't lose Leaping Cleave. So bye-bye Unstoppable Charge. Very unfortunate. And short rest here on Ivan. Sure, Silent Scream. That's probably what I would get rid of. He fails his quest or battle go straggler, but you can't always get these battle goals. They're like nice bonuses. They're not really required objectives. So now I gotta think. Okay, round 6. Decided on my choices. Going to do Flurry of Blades and Flanking Strike on myself to go super quick. Should be able to gain the advantage, and that should offset the fact that attacking night demons give me innate disadvantage. So I just need to not draw my miss. And this night demon should be dead because I inflict wound. So it's basic base 5 attack with wound. Just don't miss and I'll be alright. We've infused ice from the last turn due to hostile takeover. I think that's what we played, right? So frigid apparition on the top to stun, perverse edge on the bottom to stun. 2 stuns, super OP on Ivan. Now night demons are quick. They might actually move ahead of him, but this is the best I can do with 8 initiative. So, you know, it is what it is. And then Jai's going to go quick with Provoking Roar, Leaping Cleave. A bit of a hedge here, because the oozes might choose to duplicate again. If they choose to duplicate again, it shouldn't be a problem. Because this one with the 3 hit points is... if it duplicates, it'll be left with 1 hit point, and it'll create a copy, but it has 1 hit point, so who cares? And then this elite one should still be blocked. But if the ooze chooses to draw a nasty attack, the Provoking Roar will deal with it. These oozes can draw some pretty, especially the elite ones, can draw some very nasty attacks. Leaping Cleave just to set up next turn so I can use Skewer if needed. I think is a good choice. Oh, okay, the oozes do nothing. This works for me. Oh, and wow, my skeleton even did some good damage there. Well done, buddy. Well, I don't care if they want to move and loot. It's kind of annoying that they heal themselves, but let's take care of the night demons who's good, like doing crazy damage. So skip movement, and then confirm targets. Flanking strike. Let's eliminate this night. You gotta be kidding. You gotta be kidding, game. Alright, I mean, it is what it is. Frigid apparition with consume ice. Big hit on the elite, I'm thinking. Good. And then perverse edge. Done this one, maybe? I'm gonna take a little gamble on Shag, by the way. So I was gonna provoking roar to disarm one, but I could also use the top of leaping cleave and try to kill this other night demon. Which let's take a bit of a gamble here. I could get perverse edge back, or actually frigid. Better to get frigid apparition back. It's not a bad idea, to be honest. It is not a bad idea against this night demon elite. I don't actually have any other CCs, so I think I will do that. Then let's, I was gonna set up the skewer, but I think the leaping cleave is better. Get movement. Just have to do like 2 damage to this night demon and it's dealt with. Come on. Hey, how about that? Well done, Chad. You didn't fail, unlike me. And then we can Visage of the Inevitable to kill this one, this night demon. That will be good. Don't think I need any cards back. The oozes will heal, but it's like whatever. I don't really care. We'll deal with them soon enough. We're gonna get rid of some of the gold, but like, I don't care about that either. Okay. Round 7. So things are under a bit more control. We eliminated at least one of the night demons, and the other ones are starting to lose some of their health at least. But we still have these 2 oozes, and it sucks that they heal themselves. They can still duplicate. So I'm thinking I can do open wound special mixture, just kill this particular 5 hit point ooze, or I could come and kill this night demon. It depends on what's going on. And how the cards fall, but there's an opportunity for me to be very flexible here. If the oozes choose to duplicate, definitely kill the ooze, otherwise probably kill this night demon. On Ivan, Into the Night, Frigid Apparition, mostly because I'm trying to use Into the Night just for the fast initiative. Don't need invisibility here, although it might come into play. Frigid Apparition, of course, to stun something. I thought about doing like feedback loop frigid apparition, and this would be the ideal thing to do, except these night demons are super quick. I wanted to pick a low initiative card. Hostile Takeover is a little useful. Like I might use the top of Hostile Takeover. So, and it's quick, so I might do that next turn. And then on check, I'm picking like just my highest damage card, which is literally Skewer. And you know, I don't really think I need to go that quick on him. Might help, but I'd pick brute force, just because like nothing else on the bottom really makes a ton of sense. So let's see how this goes. Okay, I was afraid of that. These oozes, you see they do so much damage. Night demons also suck. Hey, my skeleton buddy is doing good work. question is, should I kill the night demon or the ooze? All adjacent enemies and allies suffer 1 damage. This ooze should attack, I think, the skeleton. Actually, the elite ooze will move first and it'll attack the skeleton at disadvantage. It'll probably kill it because its skeleton has 3 hit points. But it'll tank that big hit from the elite ooze, and then the normal ooze should attack Shag. If I stand here, I can't remember how the AI rules work, because would it be forced to attack me at disadvantage because I'm closer, or because it's range, it'll pick enemy that is how to play. It'll pick a target that's further away. Abilities: attack, range attacks, blah blah blah. Blah. Monster behavior. Okay, monster focus. A monster will focus on an enemy and can perform its current attack against using the least amount of movement. Yep. If a monster does not have an attack, blah blah blah. Monster attacks. A monster will attack on its turn if an attack ability is part of a strong card. Blah blah. Monster will always attack your focused enemies. If a monster can attack multiple targets, it will attack focused enemy as many other targets. Yep. Monster has multiple attacks, it would choose focusing. What about if a monster has multiple targets? I don't know. Like, when forced to choose, a monster will prioritize losing disadvantage on its focused enemy over maximizing his attack. So I'm pretty sure that means if I move here to this ooze, it will be forced to attack me at disadvantage if it lives, which it should only live if I draw the miss. I don't know. I feel like these night demons are the bigger threat, honestly. All of their draws are bad, whereas the oozes, like, some of the draws are bad. So I'm gonna, plus I get to get the wound and the experience point. So I know there was a lot of thinking for not necessarily much, but just don't miss again. There we go. Okay, I lost one of my blesses, but I'll take that. So, got a little gold. Alright, Ivan, let's do the stun with the frigid operation. Oh my god. Is getting concerning. That miss. At disadvantage. Very nasty. Thinking I will need a hostile takeover it next turn. So why don't I move here and get the gold? Okay, and then, hey, you know, skewer, that's a pretty good skewer here. And I get to shield up with brute force. You know what? This is working out. Skip movement. Alright. Drew a -2 and a +1. The normal ooze is still quite alive, but it's okay. Elite ooze should kill the ad. Or my summon, you know. It did its job. And normal ooze did 3 damage because of my chainmail. You know, that's a pretty good result. I'll take that. I'll take that all day long. Okay, round 8 is also going to be another kind of tricky round. Start with the hostile takeover, gnawing horde. Hostile takeover to get CC the Night Demon Elite some more. Gnawing horde to get on the treasure chest. Might as well loot that since we're here. Chag is going to shield bash Juggernaut. I would love to play Unstoppable Charge here, but just can't. I might actually use the bottom of shield bash. We'll see, or Juggernaut rather. Or the because these things hit super hard and it might be useful. We'll see. Or I might just use the bottom of shield bash to tank a little bit of damage. Again, we'll see. And then Duelist Visage. Can't really use Visage to execute. There's only one ooze and I can't figure out how to get it next to an ally of mine, but not next to its own ally. Smoke bomb won't work. The poet, unfortunately. So, Visage, still, I can poison this elite ooze, that's something. And then Duelist Advance for flexibility. Might move over here to smack the ooze, depending on what's going on. So, I think this is good. This kind of sucks how much damage the oozes are doing. Oh, wow, look at that Night Demon. 7 initiative, it drew its 7 initiative card, going faster than, Ivan. That sucks. What should I do? Would actually use the bottom of hostile takeover. It's not completely crazy. Making this elite ooze fight the normal ooze. It's pretty powerful. And then I could smack this thing for 5 damage. I could smack it right now for 5 damage. The elite ooze is gonna target... Oh, it's moving 2 and then attacking. Right. So... it can move here. We're gonna make it attack at disadvantage. I don't think I can loot that treasure chest just yet. I don't really see the mobilize value here. I suppose I could CC it for next turn, but at this point I just want to do damage and try to kill this elite. And then I could come here. Oh, but I really don't want to eat an attack from this ooze. Yeah, can't loot the treasure chest. It's not crazy to burn hostile takeover here. It's really not that crazy. It really seems pretty good. I just need to make sure I don't have enough cards for the last room. I think I will. I only burned 1 card so far. Alright, let's do a hostile takeover on this elite ooze. Thinking that makes sense. Burn that and force it to attack its ally. Then the top of Gnawing Horde just to... Hey! Finally hit this Night Demon elite without like drawing a miss. And I don't actually know if I need a healing potion just yet, but I might need it. What if the Night Demon goes quick again next turn? Yeah, okay. It's very important I don't burn any more cards. Alright, well, the elite ooze is actually kind of dealt with, so why don't I come over here with Juggernaut. Just like smack the little ooze for a little damage. Don't think I need anything back. And then I really want to poison this Illy Ooze. And then it's gonna attack its buddy over here. I could Duelist Advance here to kill the Night Demon. Actually a pretty good call, I think. Like, just take out this stupid Night Demon that's been giving us such trouble. Attack your ally. Beautiful work. Oh, that was perfect turn. None of the enemies got to attack. Alright, don't have a lot of options here, but we are just going to go ham on this last Illy Ooze. Okay, it's hitting very hard. I don't know if I can kill it, but not gonna burn any cards for this one last enemy, of course. Might as well come here with backstab, get the max mobility, and just smack the Illy Ooze for regular attack. Alright, so that's attack 1. I would much rather attack 2 on it. So how can I do that? I come here. Don't even oh, but Chag. Oh, Chag can move 4. Okay, he'll be fine. So let's come here with Ivan right next to the pillar. And then instead of attack 1, I'd much rather attack 2. Alright, it's fine. Whirlwind. Can I push it anywhere interesting? Not really. So it doesn't matter which way I do this. And again, I'm not going to burn a card for this, but well done, everyone. Well done. Okay. I do want to loot this room. But I have to long rest everybody. I gotta take a turn rather to loot that chest, and then it's gonna be, oh boy, the final room. The final room. Don't need brute force. Ivan, still need the mobility cards, but that's what I would like to burn. Fearsome Blade. Oh boy, this is rough. Can't burn Tonight, can't burn Scurry. I think I have to burn Gnawing Horde. I know it's a mobility card, but there are some mobility cards I can burn, like Fearsome Blade and Frigid Apparition. I just need the others. Alright, Gnawing Horde, we'll get rid of that. On myself, I don't need Special Mixture anymore. But is there some other card that's even less useful? No. Special Mixture, go away. Okay, I will take one turn to loot this stuff, and then we'll set up for opening the final door. Alright, round 11. I'm actually going to be just a little bit greedy this round. So I'm going to do Opening Wound, Smoke Bomb. Just pick 2 cards I'm not really going to use, and then just pass my turn. Ivan's going to Fearsome Blade, Frigid Apparition, because these are the 2 weakest cards I don't need. Next turn is going to be Into the Night Scurry. And then lastly, Chag is Grab and Go Whirlwind. Come here and loot all of this stuff. He'll still have Leaping Cleave. He can burn Skewer. He can be okay in terms of mobility. So I'm gonna come here with Ivan, and I'll do this. 1 pile of gold. Here with check. Although in hindsight, probably shouldn't actually use check to loot because that chest, whatever item it is, auto bomb, he's not gonna use. He's like going away after the next scenario, so actually kind of a waste on him. But all right, might as well heal himself up to full. Still do have some stamina potions and stuff, but all right. Okay, round 12. We're just gonna start moving. Scurry into the night on my on Ivan. Backstab Duelist Advanced, move like crazy. And then Juggernaut Skewer on Ivan. We might burn the bottom of Skewer. And why am I doing all this? You're gonna see. You're gonna see what the deal is soon enough.
Following the signs of corruption, you find your way into the final room of the chamber, hoping to finish off the rest of your adversaries quickly. Instead, horror invades your mind as you view the scene before you. 4 water pipes stand vertically in the back of the room, clear conduits for the pumping of the city's water. Attached to the pipes, however, are writhing black masses, poisoning the water running through. When you enter, some of the black mass drips down from the pipes, coalescing into the forms of small, bulbous imps with mouths full of teeth. The horde of demons and undead isn't exactly a welcome sight either.
All right, here's the issue. These enemies, they are irrelevant. The way you win this mission is to cleanse the 3 water pumps. So mercenaries adjacent to a water pump may forego the bottom action of an ability card to cleanse the pumps. That's how you win the mission. You have to cleanse all 3 pumps. You don't actually have to kill anything. The issue is each of these pumps spawn one of these little demons every single turn. And so if you don't like just run up next to them and start cleansing away, you will just simply be overwhelmed with the number of enemies that's going to appear. Like there's nothing you can do about it. So I'm going to move up here, skip attack because I can, and then go invisible with the night on Avid. So invisibility in a way is kind of your friend. Also, why are they all going so slow? We can't like dilly-dally. You may forego the bottom of an ability card to cleanse the pump. So unfortunately, I can't just use Duelist Advance quite the way I want. No reason to jump right now, but I will burn my invisibility cloak, I'm thinking. So let's use backstab and move up pretty far. And since my mobility is incredible, do I jump over here and cleanse that one? No, I think my jump is kind of valuable. If I come here with Duelist Advance, I can still cleanse this pump next turn. So let's skip the movement, and of the 2 enemies, might as well do a nice attack like this. And they are going to thinking Chag actually doesn't do anything too crazy. He doesn't running like an absolute maniac. So this one, 1, 2, 3, 4. Chag has to move like a little bit. Or I could actually make Chag move like a maniac. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2. He'll be here. But then he would eat. I was moving 4. So you're gonna attack by this Night Demon. You can always quick rest and get like one of the mobility cards back. That's the thing. And he has the boots. So like 1, 2, 3, 4. If he can Juggernaut from over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, he can use the bottom of his card to cleanse this pump. We can deal with that. I can get Duelist Advance back just by short resting, and then I can cleanse like another pump. Or I gotta think. I spent a lot of time counting hexes and playing the next turn, because what I want to do is get everybody next to one of these pumps and then be able to start cleansing them using the bottom action of ability card, and then I win the scenario. We're going to take a gazillion hits in the meantime, but as long as at least one character is standing with one card, I win. And this room, you just want to survive. If it was just these demons plus the undead, this would be, it's not hard at all. I wouldn't be so concerned. It's just there's going to be so many ads that if you delay, you're just going to get overwhelmed. I'm thinking, though, we do not need to stun, because I'm planning on putting Chag right here. He's going to eat the hit from the zombie and one of these imps, but he shouldn't get attacked by the other one. So there's no point in stunning. Let us put a poison on this basic night demon, though. Just because, like, wanna kill it. Oh, why isn't the do that? Yeah, I'm targeting both. And then you poison that one. There we go. Okay, very good. Hey, drew a bless card. Nice. And I am not sitting here eating 80 million points of damage. Gotta go invisible with my cloak. So let's be careful here with Chag. He needs to stand right here. So there's little reason for him not to use Juggernaut and just do a little damage. Why not? Probably never gonna kill this zombie, but not a big deal. And I don't think he needs anything back from his stamina potion just yet. Living Corpse hit me for 3. Not a big deal. Chad can take it. Oh, wow. That Blackie missed. Very nice. Oh, look at that. 3 ads already. And they're gonna keep coming in. Like, this is why this mission's insane. Alright. Let's go slow. Feedback, oops, not long rest. Feedback loop, then perverse edge. That way I maximize my invisibility time on Ivan. I was always gonna do leaping cleave, provoking roar. To put myself right here so I'm in position to disarm. Yeah, I mean, that seems reasonable. And then as myself, no reason why I don't go slowly here. Visage, mostly to go slow. And then I could get myself into position for next turn. Might as well do a flanking strike. Oh, I don't even know what they're doing. Like, look at all these attacks. I can't even, like, keep track of what's going on. So I oh no, I miscounted. Oh no, I miscounted the hexes. Okay. That's okay. That is okay. Thought I would be able to come here. Well, I mean, is there any sense in jumping anymore? Oh, yes, because I could still next turn Juggernaut and disarm that. The problem is I can discard Shield Bash, but I might take so many hits. That... Who goes first? Okay, the Black Imps go first. That's a very important detail because their attacks are pretty weak. They're gonna spam their attacks and it's gonna do like a good chunk of damage. But I don't think between even the 5 Black Imps, they should be able to... 2, 3, 4. They should be able to get Chag down low enough. And then these 2 Night Demons are gonna come up and smack him. So I'm gonna have to discard Shield Bash, almost certainly. And then I will have to pick 2 cards to discard. But I could discard Grab and Go and Skewer. And then I'll have Juggernaut, Whirlwind, or something. And that should let me disarm that one. Okay, I think that will do. I could even come up and disarm this one. Not bad. I'm not seeing like a better option because I gotta get in position. To be honest, it wouldn't have been that different if I stood here. I don't think I get smacked by this Night Demon. Anyway, well, if I go here, all the little demons are gonna stay put because they have a range attack. If I disarm this one, it shouldn't move because it can't attack anymore. Then the Elite Night Demon is going to come here and smack me, and then the regular Night Demon shouldn't be able to attack me. Okay. Whereas if I stood here, the Elite Night Demon come here and smack me, and the regular demon would smack me. That'd be bad. Here seems good. So right next to myself, we're going to disarm this thing. Missed, but it doesn't matter. You know, let's use the stamina potion and get the card I really need, Juggernaut, back. Alright, that seems smart. Yep, I know, it's gonna hurt. Alright, that actually didn't do much. Alright, 2 damage. Good. 2 damage. Alright. This is looking real promising. This is I'm gonna have to discard. Burn 1 available card. I don't need Shield Bash. And then the other Night Demon can't attack. Living Corpse can't do anything. Beautiful. I am going to jump right here with Ivan, and you know what? Perverse Edge and kill this thing, gain experience point. Do I need it? I'm going to do like probably Scurry and use the bottom of something. I'm never going to use Perverse Edge again, I think, because the scenario is almost over. But what if I need it, right? What if something goes terribly wrong? What if something goes terribly wrong? That experience. Oh, look at that! Would have missed anyway. Don't need invisibility cloak now. Okay. I need to get into position. No way I can use Visage, right? Yeah. I can strike 1 and then get into position here. Sure, it seems smart. Oh, look at the number of enemies, right? 3 more demons spawn. So if you don't move into this room fast and get ready to disarm things, like, You're not gonna have a fun time. Provoking Roar Juggernaut. That should get rid of this trap, and then like everybody can just die. I don't care. Myself, short rest. Don't really care what I burned. Can actually use the top of smoke bomb so I don't. But I kind of want to discard right for Zilot. So let's just do a big attack of some sort. Maybe like a open wound and a duelist. Oh, I gotta use something on the bottom, like the bottom duelist advance to get rid of that pump. Short rest, feedback loop, don't need that anymore. So this should be easy. Scurry. Sure, perverse edge, doesn't matter. But I'm gonna use the bottom perverse edge to disarm. Okay, they're all moving. Let's cleanse the water pump with Ivan. Well done. And we might as well make a little more progress on his class quest, or his personal goal rather. Oh, you don't have the Skullbane axe. Shouldn't it be back? Why can't you use it? Targeting a living corpse, living spirit bones, add +5 attack. That's weird. That's a living corpse. Why can't I use my Skullbane axe? Seems like a bug. Like, I have the card. I long rested. What? Okay, let me restart the round. I'm just curious about something. Alright, something went wonky with the RNG, by the way. This time I burned Duelist Advance instead of, I think it was Flanking Strike, but it doesn't matter. I just want to see what the deal is. So, no, that's... Right, of course that wouldn't work, but... Right, then... Oh, I meant to pick Scurry. Ah, what am I doing? Okay, let's try this again. I just wanted to know if it was like a save and reload bug or something. Like, it says right here, attack 1, Skullbane Axe. During your melee attack targeting a living corpse, living spirit, or living bones, add +5 attack to a single attack. Like, skip the movement. I have no idea why it won't trigger. Like, does it not work because Scurry is a move and an attack? And this says a single attack. Meaning it has to be like a card that has just an attack effect and not two effects. That has to be it. But I have to admit, this interaction is not obvious. I mean, it doesn't matter. Go invisible or not. Okay, so Juggernaut to come, sure, why not, over here, and skip attack. Bottom of Provoking Roar to get rid of this, cleanse this second water pump. Well done, Jag. And then I am going to cleanse a water pump as well. I don't even know which one I use, not that it matters. Sure, stun it, doesn't really matter. Alright, now we eat a gazillion points of damage, but we win because Ivan is gonna survive no matter what. You know, let's burn down to have 3 or fewer total cards in hand and discard. Let's start burning stuff so I can get that class quest done. Actually, I better receive a little damage because the night demons are gonna hit super hard. None of this really matters. Oh, they're gonna target Chag. Oh, he went faster than me. Whoops. Yeah, I don't really care about like the personal goal. Because I have all the perks I need
By the
anyway.
time the fight is over, the walls and floor are a mess of black ooze. None of it's pulsating anymore, though, which is a step in the right direction. A simple mop can clean the remnants, now that the dark presence has been removed. You approach the back wall and bemusedly wipe away some of the grime with your finger. Most of it comes off easily, but a chalky black streak remains. Curious, you take your sleeve and begin wiping the wall more vigorously, quickly revealing some sort of runic language. With enough cleaning, you find lettering covering the entire back wall. The letters are unrecognizable, but you jot them down and head back to town, bringing the writings to a language expert at the university.
Alright. Didn't manage to complete my battle goal, although Chad completed his, and kind of a shame Ivan couldn't do his, but you know, this is a hard, very hard mission. I did the most damage. That's not even counting the execution I did with the visage of the inevitable. Damage taken, very high. I could have gotten my battle goal, I just, or I could have just picked the other one, make sure nobody gets exhausted, but I could have just, like, discarded a couple from the attacks. I just, like, I miscounted my initiative. I thought the night demons would come attack me. Doesn't really matter, though. Also quite exhausting. Even though this video has only been an hour and 20 minutes, it's actually been longer because I had to think about so many of those moves.
It's part of a ritual, says a bespectacled quattrel, staring down at your crude writing. I am not myself entirely familiar with the specifics, but it seems to be a ritual to wellspar, corrupt. I believe such corruption would require the use of a conduit. The quattrel peers even more intently at the writings. Ah, here, something referred to as the artifact, housed at the Temple of Elements. The quattrel rushes over to a bookcase overflowing with texts. Ah, interesting. I've heard of that before. He disappears behind a large stack of tomes. Yes, the Temple of the Elements. His head pops out above the books. The Temple of the Elements, said to house the Vessel of the Elements, a powerful ancient artifact capable of giving shape and power to the elemental residues around us. The book says the temple isn't even that far from here, somewhere around the fork in the Serpent's Kiss River. If you're looking to get to the bottom of the corruption, I'd start there.
Alright, oh, look at that. 10 gold each. Some reputation, some prosperity. Gloomhaven Wealth 3. Whoa, so many more items. Fantastic. You can get chainmail now, heavy greaves, jagged sword, a major healing potion. And Temple of the Elements. Ivan only killed one living spirit, or living corpse, or whatever. Oh, he's still working on his personal quest. Where is this Temple of the Elements? Oh, right here. Cultists, altars, demons of all sorts. Could be nasty. Everybody leveled up too. Fantastic. Town record
walk into
narrative.
the town records building and are immediately struck by how different it looks. It might just be the lighting, but there seem to be more books on the shelves and less of a scowl on Dominic's face. The short, bearded man approaches you. Ah, how good of you to come, he says. No doubt to record the further exploits of your friends. I was most assuredly derisive of your motives when you first walked in here, but I must say that the idea has grown on me a little. Dominic slaps you on the back, then wanders around behind the counter. Whether you like it or not, you are becoming important fixtures of this community, and I'm sure that I have you to thank, at least in some small way, for the increased number of books lining the shelves. He waves his arms about, his hands barely visible beneath his robe's long sleeves. They're not good books, mind you, but they're books nonetheless. Plus, he says with a small smile, I've had more time to work on my own tome. Dominic opens the small collection of parchment he has been working on and passes it to you. I'm still focused on the big picture right now, but I should have more soon. I thought you might be interested in hearing it. Though human expansion has not always been greeted with kindness and civility by other races, currently humans are more or less at peace with their neighbors. After a costly peace treaty with the Valras to the south, and an understanding with the prominent Inox tribes, the only main threats are the animalistic vermlings, who continue to assault human cities, sometimes for no discernible reason. Humans have mostly stayed away from Harrower territory out of fear, and the Harrowers seem to return the favor. The same goes for the Savas, who live underground in the largely uninhabitable mountainous regions in the north. Orchids and quattrels both come from far-off continents across the sea, and seem far more interested in commerce and cultural exchange than conquest. And so human society has certainly benefited culturally from its interaction with other races. Many of the most beautiful structures in human civilization would not be possible without the machinery of the quattrels, the elemental mastery of the Savas, and the architectural designs of the Valraths. The meditative orchids have even influenced a number of human religions, though the followers of the Great Oak, a stringent group who believe a giant tree housed in the center of the capital watches over and protects everyone, remain unchanged. And while the human military keeps the civilization alive, it is really the commerce with the other races that ultimately allows the civilization to flourish. It seems then, as the wilds grew tamer, that a paradigm shift away from militaristic rule and towards mercantile rule was only a matter of time. Like I said, I'm still working on the broader strokes, Dominic says, but my research has been providing some interesting information. It's all very vague at the moment, though. I need to find better sources, not just Savas howling poems. He takes back the book and frowns. Savas write the worst poetry, and it's incredibly hard to translate.
Okay, I had no idea that he was going to go into a super long narrative of the town's history and humans and whatnot. So that's that. We did get some new items in the shop. A moon earring, major healing potion. It's a strict upgrade over the minor healing potion. Some other boots, heavy greaves, immune to force movement. Shoes of happiness. Yeah, we're never using this item because we're not going to move 6 or more hex just to gain experience point. Some long spear is quite a solid weapon. Jagged sword is always nice. Wound. So there's some good stuff here that we can look into. Amulet of life. Oh, you heal yourself 1. That's really good if you're going to get poisoned a lot. Like if you're up against enemies that poison a lot, this is an amazing item. But all of this will have to wait until the next episode. Thank you for watching. Until next time.